What's going on? It's Ed here from ClickSgeek, and today we're going to talk about not being a sleazy salesperson. My name is Ed. I'm one of the founders here at ClickSgeek. We specialize in lead gen for local businesses, and we've sold a lot of Google Ads management over the years. And what I've realized is if you want to sell stuff effectively, you've got to ask questions. You can't be the sleazy salesman that shows up and throws up all over you, as the saying goes, and just spits out fact and feature and benefit all about the company, because no one cares. And the reality is you don't know if you can help them yet. So act like a doctor would and go in with your little magic clipboard or your fake clipboard, or not fake, but like your imaginary clipboard is the word I was looking for. Imaginary clipboard, and just start asking questions like a doctor would. They're going to ask you questions about your health. They're going to ask you, what's wrong? How'd you get it? Tell me a little about this. Then they might run through some testing, and then they might prescribe a solution, or they might tell you nothing's wrong with you to beat it. So sales situation is the same thing. You want to set a quick upfront agreement. Hey, Bill, nice to meet you. Just reviewing your application that you'd sent through, and what I'd like to do is ask you some questions, and then after that, tell you a bit about what I do if it sounds like there might be a fit. And if it's of interest, we keep going. If not, we could be out of here in like 5 or 10 minutes. Does that work for you? Cool. All right. Now you've got permission to start asking some questions. You can also layer in something towards the end. Hey, at the end of this, if this doesn't sound like a fit, I want you to feel free to tell me no. I'm a big boy. My feelings won't get hurt. And seriously, if this is not something you're interested in, please let me know that. And this way, I'm not chasing you down and bugging you to move forward on something that you really don't have interest in, and you're just too nice of a person to say no to. So if that's the case, you just let me know. So what you want to do is go in, act like a doctor would. Start asking questions about the business that are pertinent to what it is that you do, and help make a business case for whether or not they can use what it is that you offer. And it might be, if it's in Google Ads or marketing services, you might find out about the current condition of the business. Tell me about the business. Let's say it's a junk removal business. Cool. How many trucks do you operate? Cool. All right, 2 trucks. Are they, trailer? Are they trucks and trailers, or is it an actual dump truck? Is it a box truck? Give me a little bit idea about the business. Cool. So you got 2 trucks. All right. Cool. So what do you have? 3 or 4 people working for you, like crews? Are you still on the truck yourself, or do you have, you're back in the office and you're managing everything? Talk to me about what the day-to-day looks like. All right. Cool. Tell me about what type of marketing you're doing to bring in leads right now. Okay. Cool. And tell me about what an average customer is worth to you in terms of first transaction, and then do they repeat purchase? Do they refer new clients over to you? Give me a picture of like what the impact of one single customer is on your business. Okay, cool. And then just start working through questions like that. Take a consultative approach, because you know what? If you offer Google Ads services and it's not a good fit for them, it probably makes sense for you to find that out ahead of time before you just show up and throw up all over them, just spewing information that really isn't a good fit for them. So be like a doctor would. Diagnose the situation, diagnose the ailment, if there is an ailment, and then you want to prescribe a solution. So part of the diagnostic process could also be an account audit, or it could be an SEO audit, depending on what it is that you're offering. Or it could be if you're doing marketing consulting, it could be like an underutilized asset diagnostic in the business. Find out what type of marketing systems they have in place. I mean, you can go on this forever. But once you figure out what's wrong and your solution sounds like it might be a fit, then you start prescribing yourself, your business, your solution as the prescription to make them better, to heal the business, if you will. But you really can't get to that without asking good questions, and the impact of not fixing what it is that's ailing their business. And that's where you can get into, you can plan some of the emotion behind the situation as to what's going on. Have they tried to fix this in the past before? There's something called the Sandler pain funnel. Check that out. Just go to Google, type in the Sandler pain funnel, and it's a great list of questions to ask, to layer on top of each other, on top of your questions. So what type of marketing are you doing? Well, I did SEO and it didn't work. Wow, it didn't work. That stinks. Why do you think it didn't work? Sheesh. All right, that sounds pretty bad. What do you think's the impact of that had by it not working? Did that affect you personally, or did it affect the business? Talk to me about that. And what you're doing is layering emotion into the questions. The Sandler pain funnel is really effective. I highly recommend that you learn those questions and implement them into your sales process, just to tie in some emotion to the gap that they're currently in. So your job is to get them from where they currently are and get them over here, but you want to diagnose that gap, figure out where it is that they want to go and how far of a distance that is, and if your service can bridge that gap. But you can't get there by being a sleazy salesman and just, pumping out information. You got to do it by asking good questions and getting some context about their business. So that's it for today. Ask better questions. Don't be the sleazy salesman. Be the doctor. It's a better approach to go. And remember, you're a business owner. You're a peer. Just because you're going to them and it's a doctor or a lawyer or a junk removal business, whatever, it doesn't make them better than you. You also are a business owner. So be that peer. Go in there, and the funny thing is by asking the right questions, you can up your status in that conversation just because someone potentially hasn't had them think about their situation like that prior. So asking good questions is a very important thing to do. That's it for today. This is Ed from ClickSkey, Google Premier Partner. We specialize in lead gen for local businesses. We've got a bunch of courses below as well. I'll drop a link in the description. And we offer management services for Google Ads if you need a hand. That's it. Have a great day.